So yeah guys, for the last video of the day, kind of a more chill out video that we're gonna just enjoy the game a little bit. We're gonna check it out, the new MFDs and everything that was added with the new cockpits and everything for the new aircraft and some older aircraft as well that they are adding. I know it feels kind of not that interesting, but it actually is very cool to see the level of detail that they actually put it into these things. So first of all, let's just turn around a little bit, and yeah, we're start off with this F-18C, the late model, and of course let's start off with that MFD over there. You can of course change it up to have multiple things. One of them is the actual radar, as you see. So you can have the radar, which is pretty interesting because you do have basically the let me just check, yeah, basically up there, see right up there on GPU 12.4, it is basically showing the weapon that you are using. So for example, if I change it up, it shows small missile or whatever, AGM-65F, MRAM, you know, 2 of them. So it basically tells you that, and yeah, in this case, range while scan. Let me just change one thing. Oh, hold up. I'm missing the buttons over here. TWS. So yeah, see, for example, there, TWS is there. Range while scan, HDN in this case, but yeah. We see another TWS, velocity, you know, of the target, velocity scan, the range while scan for ground targets. So basically changes up a little bit right there, right on that little thing over there, TWS and stuff, the mode basically, right? So everything is kind of having some things over here basically, right? The distance of some of the targets and everything. So it's pretty cool, the speed, a lot of things if you are looking down. And yeah, see the distance of the target. We can increase the, hold up, the range, yeah, 148 kilometers. So for example, 80 miles, and yeah, it limits you right there, so it's looking to the side. So it's just a very good and very interesting like MFD basically, right? A very cool thing that you can take a look into. Let me just point the aircraft to a target over here. We can actually basically have a broad kind of call out for where the enemy vehicle is. So for example, if I choose a target over here, it is actually saying right down there, bra, so bearing, range and altitude, right? So 163 degrees and 13 miles in this case, and I think that's the altitude of the target, or I don't know where is the altitude of the target, but still you get the idea. You can choose the other one. I don't know where's the altitude of the target, so it's not a proper bra if it doesn't show. I think maybe it's the 2 right there, it's like 2,000 feet or something, I don't know, but still very cool, right? Let me just get a closer distance over here. So see, for example, I can have that, and it gives you the range up for the missile as well, as you see, like the maximum range for the missile that you are using, which is pretty cool. See, like that bar up there, right? So it's a very detailed MFD, right? And another one that you can actually take a look into, let me change the second one here, is that you can have this one as well together. Hold up, no, it's not this one, it's this one. So this is basically like a bore sight kind of situation, line of sight kind of situation. So if this one is actually just taking a look on the radar itself and everything, this one is actually where the target is according to where your nose is basically, right? So that way you can actually find it where you should look at the target, right? So down there and stuff, and basically the square will go there. So it is pretty interesting to see something that, yeah, see, for example, and you basically have a way of knowing where to look. So basically it's the bore sight, or basically the nose of the aircraft is that square over there, and depending on the target, right? So it's pretty interesting to have something like this. Let me detect those targets again. So see, for example, these targets, they are right there. And if I put the nose up, for example, they go up. For example, if they go down, and you can kind of find where they are, right? So for example here, oh, they're right there. So I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. Just try to point to that square, you know, where the targets are. Oh, they're right there. So I can fire the missile kind of looking to the target. So it's very interesting. And yeah, very cool. We have other ones, like for example, this one, which is basically the weapon selection. So here we have, for example, it's choosing an aim 9. So and if I fire, let me choose the AGM. So yeah, there's a lot of information where the target is and everything. If I fire a missile, for example, one of those ABs, right, because it's an MRMB, if I fire, it disappears. See, right there, it just disappears, right? I cannot get a lock, but you get the idea, right? So it's basically showing the types of missiles and everything that I have here. And yeah, the fuse mode and everything, of course, this is not usable in War Thunder, but still, so very much very well thought kind of thing, right? Especially if you are a simulator player, right? Let me show to you guys right here, 82 LG, which is the GPU 82, right? I can try to find a target. Look at his HUD as well, right? I mean, look at that. Oh my god, I love this thing. I love when they do this type of thing. We have a laser on. And of course, if I want to take a look onto the target, I can put it, obviously, like any other aircraft you could. No, it's this one, navigation system, and then of course the TV system, see? And you can just drop the bomb and take a look right here where you put the thing. I wish you had a way of controlling this thing from this like first person kind of situation, but you get the idea, right? So let's see if the bomb is actually going for it. It is. And where is it? Where is it? Where's the hit? Come on, baby. Oh, I'm gonna miss. Yeah, I missed. But yeah, you get the idea, right? Very, very cool. The F-18A over here has the same type of thing, right? So you can see it. Very cool. Same type of thing, but with different weapon systems and radars and everything. But it is the same for the A model, okay? And here we have the SU-30SM, which also has a very different cockpit, as you see from the other Sukhois. A very interesting HUD, which is very modernized compared to the old Russian ones. So very, very cool. As you see, you can choose targets and everything, and it shows the distance right there on the left side. And it's just pretty interesting. I gotta actually add my missiles here. I forgot to add the missiles. Hold up. So, for example, here, as you see, it appears with the launch authorization out there, and everything that you need to fire the missile, basically, right? So in this case, yeah, the little, I forgot, is it a chevron? It's not a chevron. I forgot the name of the thing, but yeah, it's identified as a jet, as you see. And you can fire the missile, yeah, in a much better way. As you see, it appears like a cross right there. It just appeared like a cross once you fire the missile, so that you know that you shouldn't fire another one on that target. So very, very cool. And on the MFD side of things, of course, we have other things. This one is the original one, you know, so we have like basically secondary or primary things. Of course, you would use the HUD as the primary, like artificial horizon, speed and everything meter, you know, but at the end of the day, it could be a secondary but a primary as well. Of course, you have a third one over here, which is pretty cool as well. You also have, of course, the radar right here, and then of course the RWR over here. So you can see it's saying like it's a Roland, I think. So yeah, it's appearing as a Roland and everything. That's far away, so it's basically showing a little bit of the distance there. And yeah, if there's a target, anything, it will show there as well, right? So let's turn around to check out the radar of this thing, which is pretty cool. Hold up, let's just turn. So as you see right there, we have the radar with all the targets. You can choose a target with the little square right there. If I can detect anything. For some reason, I'm not detecting anything anymore. Nope. Hold up. Where are the targets? They are notching my radar, basically. Sometimes it's really hard to detect these MiG-15s for some reason. Where are the targets? So there you go. The target appeared. There's a square there. It's basically showing like the number of the target and some other information about it. And yeah, you can choose the modes and everything here, but it's I don't think it's changing anything, or is it? I don't know. But anyway, you get the idea. See, like the target over here. So very, very cool to get a lock. Once you get a lock, you can fire the missile. The cross is there. You can lose the target or find it again. So very, very Russian this way. And yeah, very interesting, right? Let me show to you guys. We can change, of course, these ones. I have that. What is this ones? There are two radar ones that are basically the same, but yeah, RWR. You can change the navigation there, and that's pretty much it. You know, you can have the navigation there. You can have yeah, the weapon systems, of course, over here. So the Grom 2, as you see, the KH-38ML, the MTs. The first one that is going to be used is that one, for example. R73 is the first one that's going to be used is that one. R77-1s. So basically you have to choose there. You can have the camera as well, of course, if you're going to target any target. If you point to a target down there. Oh, sorry. It will go and lock that target. So yeah, very cool. Right, so very interesting. And the last one that I wanted to show to you guys is the Rafale, because it was already updated in the last dev server, and I did briefly mention, but let's properly take a look on that cockpit. And I have a feeling that the more we go into the future, you know, the more we will see this type of thing being a little bit more precise, a little bit more useful. And yeah, especially if you play simulator battles. Don't mean anything by it, but it's like, yeah, it's more for simulator players, right? Of course, we already have some of the stuff that were on the live server already, like the RWR over here, the radar right there. You can choose targets and everything, and then, you know, fire missiles and everything. So yeah, see, for example, I can fire 2 missiles onto this target. It has basically a vertical kind of look where the radar is right there, see? And then, of course, we have the other thing right there as well for the radar. But then now, although it's kind of weird to see if you are in the normal position over here, we actually have weapons choice, basically, thing over here. So if you choose the weapons, it changes what is the weapon that you're going to use. So it has the ammunition for the gun there. So it's just a very, very complete kind of thing, which is pretty cool, actually. It is pretty cool. So let's choose these ones, for example. Hold up. So yeah, I just chose one. Fire, and then it disappears. You go pink, and then it disappears, which is pretty cool, right? You can fire the thing, you know, with the magic and everything, and it is pretty interesting, isn't it? Let's take a look if we can change this thing. You can have navigation, the RWR, the radar itself, a HUD duplicator, which is interesting, the camera. So a lot of systems. Let's see the other ones. Yeah, the HUD duplicator. Yeah, everything that we already had. This is the first one, right? So if you lose your HUD, you can use these in real life, which is pretty cool. The radar, see, you can basically have looking to the sides and stuff. Let me, what? Where's this radar doing weird things? Yeah, there you go. So you can look to the sides, upwards and downwards. See, You could choose whatever. So yeah, basically this is it. So yeah, the cockpits are getting a little bit better and a little bit better. It doesn't change much for normal ARB, but I find that it's very cool to see this type of thing, because it's the attention of detail that makes it very interesting, right? So if you are a simulator player, expect these 3 changes or these 3 aircraft like this, okay? I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah guys, see ya tomorrow.